I'm here because I want to talk to you all about all of this craziness that you see in the media about Joe Biden. And I'm just ripping the Band-Aid off because I think that it's really important that people get the straight truth. And I feel like there has been a lot of smoke screens that have been going on about this. We saw, 2-3 weeks ago now, the president debated Donald Trump. And that debate sucked, okay? Going into the debate, I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew that the president is old. The president is very old. Donald Trump is also very old and a racist and a neo-Nazi. But anyways, I'm not even going to talk about Trump right now. In the country that we live in, we have everyday people and we have voters and we have government, and then you kind of have this class of people in between, from pundits and media and wealthy people and donors. This class of donors, decision makers, power players, etc., started to waver after the debate. And they're looking at the polling and they're looking at the performance and they're saying all of these things and they're saying, we need to jump ship. If people want to have this conversation 6 months ago, 8 months ago, a year ago, it's a very different landscape. But this whole class of people who are coming with this other opinion now have supported the president the entire time. And many of those people are the same people who closed ranks around anybody who even wanted to raise this conversation a year ago. I think people need to understand the reality and the gravity of what these people are proposing. The Democratic Convention is in 4 weeks or so. The state of Ohio has legal ballot access issues that require a name to be enrolled and certified on their ballot even before the convention. That's what's at the table. And guess what? Republicans, they mount that legal challenge. The possibility of our elections being decided by a Supreme Court ruling skyrocket. You have an open convention. The convention could then go on for days if you have a bunch of nominees. And then before you know it, you blow past the Michigan deadline if you don't have a nominee in 2 days or whenever it may be. And then the legal problems start to mount. Over the last several weeks, there have been lots of Democrats who have been giving little anonymous quotes to the press, to some journalists. That's bullshit. Like, if you have an opinion, say it with your chest and say it in public. Then there was recently a quote unquote senior Democratic leader that said, I'm just resigning myself to a Trump victory. Leave your seat. Leave. If you think that there is consensus among the people who want Joe Biden to leave, that they will support Vice President Harris, you would be mistaken. I see what they say in conversations. A lot of them are not just interested in removing the president. They are interested in removing the whole ticket. There is a war chest of at least $100 million prepared for the general election. If there is a new Democratic nominee, that money cannot be transferred. I have not seen a scenario, an alternative scenario that I feel does not set us up for enormous peril. There is no safe option. If you are the kind of politician that genuinely wants to be president of the United States, a lot of those folks don't want that. They don't want to be shooed in 8 weeks before an election starts. Because let me tell you something. People think this election is in November. The convention is in 4 weeks, and early ballots go out. The first early ballots in this country go out 4 weeks after that. This election is not in November. It's in September. My community does not have the luxury of accepting loss in July of an election year. Everybody is terrified of a Trump presidency. And everybody wants to do everything and anything possible to prevent that from happening.